Alright guys, what is going on? It's Jack here. Now today we are going to talk about how to find the best possible supplier for your Amazon business using Alibaba. I use Alibaba myself. I have for the past 2.5 years when searching for a supplier for my product. Now, if you haven't done this before, this will be a good video to get you started, especially if you're a beginner. It's basically going to show you what to look out for, how to find the best supplier, suppliers that are going to be able to communicate with you well, suppliers that are going to just basically everything to look out for. You'll learn some tips and tricks in this, and it's going to save you a lot in the long run. And sort of what to look out for. How to make sure that they're not going to send you over. How to make sure that you're paying the best price. How to make sure you're going to get the best quality product, and how to have the best experience that you possibly can. And I'm going to use my experience with this, what I've learned, the past 2.5 years of selling on Amazon myself. And what you need to look out for yourself. So let's get right into my right into the video here. I'm going to be using my laptop here. Yes, it's set up on a pool table. I don't have a proper desk down here. It's very hot down here. I've had to turn on the aircon, but this is going to be the best lighting that I can give you guys in this video. So let's jump into my computer and we'll get right into this video. Everyone, what is going on? It's been a while since I've done a video in front of the computer, which is very, very exciting. I'm going to actually bring some actual tactics to you guys. Now, I love doing all the videos about the different methods, where I'm talking in my car, or whether I'm filming myself about different mindsets to have. But it's always good to come back to these actual videos that bring you the real techniques and what I do in my day-to-day selling with Amazon, and what I teach my students and whatnot. So today's topic is going to be about finding the best supplier through Alibaba. Now, I always use Alibaba, which I said earlier in the video. I always use Alibaba, for all my selling on Amazon, and I'm going to be teaching Alibaba because it's what I know. I know there are a number of different supplier websites that you can go to. Maybe some of them have better prices, maybe some of them are better to deal with, but in my experiences, Alibaba has always been my favorite, and it's what I've come to know, and it's what is easiest to deal with in my experiences with selling on Amazon. And whether that's Amazon US that I started on, or now it's coming to Amazon Australia, which I'm putting all my products to, I still use Alibaba for that, and it's been the best in my experience because I know how to use it, and I know that it's worthwhile in my opinion. So we're going to be using an example product for this, and it's something that I know sells well in the US market. I don't sell it, but I know it sells well, and I can come to the Aussie market and use it as an example for this. So we're on Amazon Australia, so this is how to find the best suppliers in my opinion. It's not a very long video. I've also got a template for you guys to use when you're talking to your suppliers. Now, usually this is for only the students in Amazon Seller Excellence, but I'll release it for you guys today just to help you guys out. I'll leave a link somewhere in the description. You can download this template. I'll show you that template in a second. But the product that we're going to be using today is a baby toothbrush. So I've just gone to amazon.com.au. I've just gone to all categories, all categories here, all departments, and I've just typed in baby toothbrush, and this is what's come up. So I know that this baby banana here, this is a big seller in the US. So we're going to check the numbers on eGrow here. So baby toothbrushes, obviously the numbers are going to be high in the US. Yes, but on Amazon Australia, this baby banana here, they're still selling $5,000 per month for that product here. This has got a similar design. I think this one was the original design. Baby banana, it's just an infant teething toothbrush. Obviously, it's going to have really, really soft bristles for babies for obvious reasons. But these are the two top sellers here, and we've got this one here as well, Frida baby toothbrush. It looks like a different design as well. But let's just say if you wanted to go into the baby toothbrush, you wanted to bring a new product into the market for this particular niche. What I would do, and this is just relative to looking for a product, what I would do is I wouldn't go for the same design. I would start looking at something different that no one else has got up there. So as you can see here, we've got all kind of similar designs. That one looks like a cactus looking sort of toothbrush, but it's gone around the same sort of thing as like a banana shaped toothbrush, or maybe little animals or something like that. But I had a look on Alibaba just before this, and this only took me 2 minutes, by the way. This is how easy it is, and you can find products like this different methods. Check out the other videos on my channel where I actually show you the methods on how to find products like this. very, very simple methods. But let's just say we're using this product here. So I went to Alibaba. It's just Alibaba, www.alibaba.com, as you can see up here. And if you haven't made an account, I haven't signed into mine, but if you haven't made an account, it's a free to make an account. Just sign in for that, because you can actually send messages to your suppliers for that. But I went into here and I just typed in baby toothbrush. Now, the first thing that you want to do, what I recommend in the course, because if you're new to this, you're not going to know what you're looking at. So you've come here, you've got a whole bunch of ads for the keyword baby toothbrush. So you're looking at different kinds of products here, and you're sort of looking here and going, what is all of this? This one says 30,000 pieces. This one says 5,000. This one says 2,500 sets minimum order. You don't know what it all means. So this is what I would do from here to make it simple. In the course, I recommend anywhere from very minimum 250 units maybe. Some people have gone lower than that. I recommend sort of around the 300 mark, maybe 500 if you can afford that. 300 to 500 units for your first order. So what I would do here is, to save any hassle from the start, I would just go to minimum order 300, less than 300, so it's 300 or less that you need to purchase for that the supplier requires you to purchase. So this will only bring up options in Alibaba that are selling manufacturers that are selling baby toothbrushes. You don't need to purchase any more than 300 units. Now, this is a different kind of situation. Maybe pieces is different. 30,000 pieces might not mean units. 30,000 pieces might equivalent to a certain kind of units. Like there might be a certain amount of pieces in one unit. So don't worry too much about that. But we're looking at something like this. Now, I saw this here before. This is a good instance. So this is a biodegradable round handle baby toothbrush. So this is a bamboo toothbrush. So it's a baby bamboo toothbrush. So it's more than likely made for babies. Now this here, so it's only 30 cents to 70 cents USD a piece, which would probably be maybe $1.10, $1.20 AUD when you convert that. But this is just going by and getting ideas. And I already like the look of this one because, as we can see here on Amazon, now really, this is just a little bit extra that I'm including in this video just to give you guys a bit of context and a bit more value. But looking through here on the first page, let's go to the second page, see what we've got. There's not really anyone that's selling the bamboo toothbrushes, so this could be a nice opening in the market for you to go for. Now, I'm not recommending you to sell this product or not sell this product. I'm just giving you examples, but it could be a good opportunity for you guys if you're looking at something like this. So let's just say we wanted to go for something for a product like this. Now, as you can see here, so this particular toothbrush, for one toothbrush, selling $19.95. So you could get up into that sort of $15 to $19 mark, in my opinion, for a product that's not out there, because you're giving people a product that's not there. Now, I would definitely go ahead and look, at more pages. Go ahead and look for a few more pages down here. So let's just say we'll go to page 3, see what we've got here. And I haven't checked this already, by the way. This is the first time that I'm doing this, but it seems to be going down the same method. But no one's got these bamboo toothbrushes, which is a good indication for us. So another thing. So first thing you want to look at is price. Obviously, that's good. So 30 cents to 70 cents. That's just for the product itself. Now you obviously have to add on a little bit for that if you want to put your own logo on there, and for shipping per unit as well. That's something that we're going to look at later on in this video. But first thing you want to look at is the price and the minimum order. If this is within your price range and within your minimum order to get started with, then it's a good example. So what you can do is you can right click, open this in a new tab, and it'll bring you the product page there. So Alibaba has changed a little bit from how it looks from when I used to start using, because you used to be able to choose whether you can show people that have trade assurance, which is a little crown here, and the gold supplier standard, which the higher they are in the amount of years that they've been selling, the more trusted they are, and obviously the more reputable they'll be, and the more business they usually get. So you got to aim for something like that. So first I'd look at price, I'd look at the amount of units for minimum you can order. Next thing I would do is look at these three things. I'd look at whether they're a gold supplier or verified, which means they've got certificates, which means they are trusted. I'd look for trade assurance, which means that you can purchase this item on Alibaba. You'll have trade assurance, so if anything happens to the order, if the supplier does not deliver on what they promised, then you can get your money back through Alibaba. That's what trade assurance is. This here, transaction level, this is a good indication of how much they've transacted with their customers. Another big thing I'd look at is this here, which is their response rate. So if they've got a really high, this is actually one of the highest that I've seen, if they've got a really high response rate, that means that they're most likely going to get back to you when you send an email. If you have anything that's sort of less than the 60 to 70%, I really would turn away from them unless they've got an amazing price and there's other factors about them. But high response rate means that they're going to have good communication. Even someone said here they've got great communication, and they also will get back to you, because a lot of suppliers, if they have that less than 60%, maybe 65% to 70%, sometimes if you're not wanting to buy a lot of units, or if you don't look like it'd be a great deal for them, a great deal of money for them, then they might not consider you as an important customer, and they might not even reply to you. I've had students where and even myself, some suppliers haven't replied to me. It's not very many, because I like to filter through this, but it's happened with students of mine as well. It's all a learning process for them too. So I would go for high response rate. That is one of the highest things on my list, because I want to have good communication with them, because you want to be able to negotiate down the line. So I'm just going to go for this one here. I'm not going to spend too much time looking, because I actually really like the look of these biodegradable, because that means it's going to be eco-friendly as well, but it's a baby toothbrush too, which is what we're looking for. So, and it looks like a good price too. So this is going to tell you, when you click on this, it's going to tell you a bit about the company, a bit about well, not a bit about the company. It's going to tell you a bit about the product. It's going to give you some more images on here. You can go further down. Then you can go to the company profile and have a look a bit about them. So you can check that out if you want. Details about the product as well. They've got a supply ability of 200,000 pieces per month, which is amazing. Usually the supply ability is going to be way above what you're going to need per month when you're starting to sell. Tells you a bit more about the product, and they usually have different variations of the product. It shows you the packaging. They've almost always got photos of the warehouse as well. Of the manufacturer warehouse. They're usually not the best photos, but it's just to give you a bit of social proof. But that's why we always check, at the start on that start page. So let's just say we wanted to go for this product. We like the look of it. We're interested in, how much it's all going to cost. First thing you want to do from here is you want to contact them. So this is why you're going to need your account. You hit contact supplier. You can send a direct email to them. So let's just say we wanted to buy 300 units of this. So you want to type in the quantity here, 300 units, and so it's going to get you to enter your email address so they can contact you back, but that's why you make an account, so you won't have to put in your email address. Now this is where the actual quote comes in from. So this is what I've got in the course. You're more than welcome to download this and use this. It's worked fine for me, very straightforward. You don't have to say much to the supplier, and it shows you exactly what you need. So this is just a supplier template, and it just says, hi, my name is, put in your name. I own an e-commerce store that sells through Amazon, and I would like to add and then insert product name. So in here you would put in, I would like to add your biodegradable, you could say your baby bamboo toothbrush to my catalog. Could you please provide me with a quotation for the following details? I'm going to paste this in here, and I'm going to fill it in as I go. Okay, it didn't paste the way I wanted it to, but I just changed it around, so I'm going to put in my details here. So, hi, my name is Jack Parrotta. I own an e-commerce store that sells through Amazon. I would like to add your insert product name. So in this instance, we'd say baby bamboo toothbrush to my catalog. Could you please provide me with a quotation for the following details? Price of X amount of units. So in this instance, we've got 300 units. Price of logo and barcode printed on packaging, because you're going to want your logo, your brand logo, and a UPC code, which is a barcode printed on the packaging. Usually it does cost more to put a logo on there. Sometimes they do the barcodes for free as well, depending on the supplier. You can negotiate with them as well though. Price of shipping. So please give prices for both air and sea shipping to, okay, I've got here US Australia warehouse, but it's Amazon Australia warehouse. And then estimated time of production and shipping. So that's basically all the info you're going to need for now. And then it just says thank you. I look forward to working with you. Insert name. So regards, and then I just put my name down here as well. So that's pretty much all the info you need. They're usually going to get back to you. So what you do from here, once you've signed into your account, or you can enter your email address, you just hit send inquiry now, and it'll send away. And you've actually got a part of your account for Amazon, which will have your message center, and that's where you usually get an email notification, but you can check with your message center. Usually they'll get back to you within a few hours. If not, if they're depending on the time of day it is, it might take maybe up to 12 hours, but if they've got a good high response rate, then they should get back to you fairly quickly during the day or throughout the day. But that's pretty much it. So you send that away, and you wait for your reply, see what price they give you, and then you can start negotiating with them, because most of the time they are negotiable unless it's a very, very good price from the start and they've got a good transaction level and whatnot. So the last tip I'm going to give you for this, and we'll go through here, the last few tips I'm going to give you. So what I want you to do is not just contact one supplier. When you're looking for your product, try and find similar products, try and find the exact same products from different suppliers if you can, but you want to be contacting at least maybe 3 to 5 suppliers, just to get different prices, get different shipping methods. And the reason, what I forgot to mention as well, usually I use air shipping instead of sea shipping, because air shipping is it's basically a lot quicker, and it's got less hassle in it than sea shipping, because you don't, there's less paperwork to deal with. I've never done sea shipping before because I'd rather pay more for air shipping, so that's just a note as well. What I've got here, ask for pricing and estimated time of both air and sea shipping. If you really want the product, if it's a good price but you really can't afford the air shipping, then sometimes it might just take a little bit of extra money if you may need a freight forwarder to bring it from the dock, if it's sea shipping to the Amazon warehouse. But with air shipping, it just goes directly from the supplier straight to Amazon's warehouse, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to worry about anything else. So contact more than one supplier. Make sure to negotiate prices. Even if it's a really good price, try and negotiate. There's no harm in asking for a lower price. There's no harm in asking for more from your supplier. You're trying to get the best out of them, because you're trying to increase your profit margin as much as you can. Think of it this way: the lower your product cost is, the higher your profit margin is going to be when you start selling on Amazon. So think about that. And make sure to purchase through either PayPal or Alibaba Trade Assurance, no bank transfers. So that's another thing which you go to later on if you're just product researching at the moment. Don't worry too much about this, but when I first did my first order, I did a wire transfer, which is a bank transfer, through, for my supplier. I don't recommend doing that, because if anything happens with the order, it's a lot harder to sort of get it sorted out. Nothing did happen, which is fortunate, but I would recommend either doing PayPal or just purchasing it on like a credit card through Alibaba, through the site, through Trade Assurance, which they'll send through the quote, and you pay it all through there, and it's all done through Alibaba, and that's called Trade Assurance. I would only recommend those two payment methods, because if anything happens, then you've got something to fall back on, and you've got a company that will help you out. With a wire transfer, yes, you can get in contact with your bank, but once the payment is approved, if something does happen, it is a lot harder to sort of backtrack and get your money back. In saying that, I haven't had anything happen with a supplier like that. That's because I go through these starting sort of methods to filter out good and bad suppliers, and make sure that they're trustworthy. So nothing's happened with that. And like I said, I contact more than one supplier, maybe about 3 to 5 for each product that I'm looking for, just to get the best price and to make sure that I'm dealing with a supplier that knows what they're doing. So apart from that, guys, that is all I have for you today on that topic. Now, like I was saying before, you can download this on the link down below. Before I go on this video as well, I just want to show you guys, if you guys are interested, this is my course where I go in depth with more of this kind of thing. It's Amazon FBA Australia course. It's currently updated and it's on a flash sale at the moment. We've got about 10 to 15 more spots left on the $3.99 price before it ups, and the price is going to go higher than what it originally was. So you can have a look through it as well. It's just www.amzsellerexcellence.com. That's going to be one of the first links down below. You can have a look what my earlier students, what my prior students have had to say about the course. It tells you a bit about it as well, and you can even look for what some of my students have said again. And you can go through and have a look at an interview with one of my students, Albas, who is currently selling anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 per month on Amazon Australia with his 2 products that he's launched now. He is now launching a 3rd, which is awesome. I'm so happy for him. And he's actually not even living in Australia anymore. He's gone back to his home country. I think his home country is, I'm not sure if it's Hong Kong. I could be wrong. Sorry, Albas, if you're watching this. I can't remember. No, North Korea. I'm pretty sure he lives in. He's back in his home country now, and he's still selling on Amazon Australia. So good on him for that. He's taken initiative and he knows what he's doing now. So I'm very happy for that. So check that out if you want. First link in the description below. It tells you a little bit about me as well. You can check out, there's previews on what to expect in the course and a bit about it. So you can look at that as well. It shows you the rest of what's in the course too, so you can have a look through that. And then it's just got a bit more about it, frequently asked questions, and then just the pricing down below. So at the moment it's $3.99 AUD. These are all in AUD. Once these 10 to 15 spots fill up, we've already had quite a few in the last few days. But once those spots fill up, I'm going to be closing that price because I want to focus on the 100 or so students that we've got in there now, and focus on getting them results. So it's going to go back up to $547. You're still going to be saving money on the course if you go for the paid course, other than the 2-month payment plan. But if you'd rather the payment plan, you can do that as well. So guys, sorry the video cut out. My disk space on my laptop actually got filled up. I've got to delete some stuff on there, but I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of that video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, or get into my Facebook group, ask them in there, or message me directly. I've got all the links down below. Check that. I'm more than happy to help anyone out. Anyone who knows me knows that I love helping as many people out as I can, and I'll answer any questions that I can and be as helpful as I can. Apart from that, guys, check out all the links in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.